Good morning. All right, let's get started. Yeah, VLCN getting absolutely ripped in pre-market. That's a scary one. So I was going to watch this for a short, but I think it's just an avoid now for me. How do you even control your risk on something like that? That's insane. That is some blow-ups happening in real time. Super, super scary. Also, microfloat. So, gotta watch those microfloats. $30 to $59 in seconds. So yeah, that's pretty wild. I do like to see the action though, because this kind of could heat things up in the small cap. Short scalped it 3x. Nice job. Yeah, I'll probably avoid that one. Let's see. I'm sure borrows are just insane right now anyways. No shares to borrow. That's okay. I don't really want that one anyways. Usually I do best on the ones that have cheap borrows anyways. So yeah, this is another reason though. I like to wait for that 10 o'clock timing. Just totally avoid this kind of blowout scenario. Plus, in UWE yesterday, it was pretty much best case scenario. I was thinking $15 target on it. So that was my paper trade. I was short since I couldn't get shares again. 22, 23 area, targeting $15. 10 o'clock timing. Avoid the blowout. So it's super, super tempting though for a lot of people to take these early shorts because usually they do fade pretty well. Here's a second leading gapper. The float's not so crazy on this one. It's still super low, but it's not 500,000. But yeah, 500,000 float, that's a huge red flag. And the crazy thing with that too is the super low float ones are usually the best faders. But they're also the ones that can blow you out. So. GG. All right, so what is the sector here? Let's take a look. What is the sector? Announces 500 million private placement to initiate Bitcoin treasury strategy. So this same news we've been seeing again and again. Let me pull it up here. VLCN, check some stats. Yeah, so 500,000 float, we knew that. Some warrants at $16 from February. Not a ton though. Definitely has massive offering potential. This company is just so dilutive. Yeah, look at this chart. What price even is that over here? This is like 300 million, 30 million peak price because of all the dilution. So it's pretty funny. All right, so the major resistance level on it is right around 80 bucks. So it did spike up towards 60. Still room to run. All right, this thing could go to 80. So I won't be touching it, but yeah, that's super interesting. All right, let's take a look at BSLK. Maybe something we can actually trade. I don't see any news on it. Oh, this is kind of a sleeper low float. So it kind of looks like it has 2 million float, but it's actually 0.7 million. So it's actually a super low float too. Warrants at 10 bucks. Yeah, this maybe like 10 a.m. potential short. Yeah. So pretty much best case is it gets up to 7 bucks, 8 bucks, rolls over at 10 o'clock. Give it a try maybe. Yeah, this is what people are hoping happens. Get the nice early short and then fade. Easy fade. Again, though, look at that float. The freaking nuts. 300,000. So these micro floats are just everywhere. But yeah, it's a double-edged sword because they fade the best usually, and then they also can squeeze the best. So there you go. You got two examples of one that's fading perfectly and one that wiped out some accounts. So, still a potential short on this if it can bounce over VWAP. Let's see, who do we get rid of? Let's get rid of NUWE. That one's already done. All right, ABVE. This one's a bounce off of this move from the 11th. Pulled back really nice. Bouncing really nice too. Let's get rid of some drawings here. I'm not really sure if I probably won't touch this one today. Not really my thing. So the question is on this, is it done? Support's basically $2. So it's gonna struggle to get through $2. So it's not exactly something I want to short. I like it if it can crack support, like maybe this trend line right here. But doesn't really have a ton of downside on it at the moment. There's also a case for these where you get those people loading in short here. They load it in, and then this thing squeezes higher than it even went on the first day over here. So this could actually push up to $6, do something crazy like that. So if you get some swing traders in here short, risking the high 450 area. Well, if it gets up there, then they all get squeezed. So that's a super common strategy. And that'll just help it get up to $7. So I don't know. I don't like it, long or short. Worth a watch though. If anything, I kind of like the dip and rip idea for this morning. Like a red to green type move. Went therapeutic. Some kind of news on this. Oh, here we go. Launches a crypto treasury strategy for $60 million investment. There you go. They're just going to jump on the bandwagon. Whatever's cool, they're going to do it to pump the stock up. Super nice looking breakout through $1. So see that breakout level right there. But it's already broken out, so kind of unfortunate. If this happens during the day, I maybe could catch it. Let's see. Went 3 million float. June warrants at 59 cents. 5 million issued. Yeah, well, you got to pump it before you dump it. So the question is, are they going to start dumping those warrants right away? Or have they already done it? Lucid has, let's see, Lucid has Announced a self-driving partnership with Uber and Neuro. Interesting. News could make Tesla pull back a bit. Yeah, we'll see. Hopefully Tesla does pull back some. I need to buy it. Went. What do we do with Went? Yeah, it's hard to say. Probably just an avoid. Obvious breakout level has already broken. But breakouts can happen. They can run for multiple days too. So it's not like an obvious short either. And it's going to hang up around $1 if it does pull back. But it's like 20% downside maybe. Just not super appealing. Not super appealing. Maybe wait for a 10 a.m. setup if it happens. It's kind of like, look at this one, Zage. Basically the same idea. So Zage had this level, gapped through it, but it pulled back. So it pulls back to the level and it doesn't want to break it. It just doesn't want to break it. And the best fades come down hard. So when they have a level like that, it just hangs up at that level. So yeah, now that was a 30% potential move, but for the short. But those support levels like that really kind of hinder the downside a bit. Just depends how much room you have until that level hits. So Went is kind of a similar situation. BSLK pushing more, nice. Okay, here's LCID on that news you mentioned. Lucid Motors. This is another super heavily dilutive name. I think. Pretty sure. Let's see here. Really nice spike there. Lucid Million. So it's a $7 billion company, which is not typically what I'd go after for these. 97% institutional ownership. So 2 red flags on it for me. It's actually not, I don't see crazy dilution or anything either, but obviously this has not been performing very good, like most of these stocks. But yeah, I think it's just too much of a real company. I like the short scams. Obvious scams. So I don't know. This is looking really interesting though. I love the action on it. Uber, huh? So let's take a look at. Wait, what is the Uber ticker? Uber Technologies. Okay, that is it. Uber is Uber. Checks out. So, yeah, this isn't going to affect Uber, but it might affect Lucid. I'll probably just watch it. I don't know. I probably won't do anything with it, but it's up 36%, so it's not like a crazy gap. But I will watch it. All right, let's see here. Who do we get rid of? I can't believe Newegg. Newegg has been absolutely insane. All right, get rid of proc LCID. Nice. Okay. Behold the Newegg chart. This is a classic, absolutely classic. Best case scenario, small cap breakout setup. Okay, this is a textbook example. So if you can nail this move, you can make millions and millions of dollars. So here's the key. Obvious breakout levels. Okay. Very simply buy the breakout. The problem is a lot of these breakouts will fail. When they don't fail, they do this. Parabolic short squeeze. Now this isn't dead. This isn't dead yet. It still has moves in it left. So I'm gonna be watching for the bounce because it's gonna pull back. It's gonna want to bounce, and then it's gonna want to maybe set up for a bounce short, like a lower high bounce short. But also it's Newegg. It's a real company, so we got to be a little bit careful with that one. Should still play out nice. All right, Scotty's going for the LCID short. I don't hate it. It's just not really my style. Nugent short Tesla, small size because of LCID news. That's not a bad idea. Hopefully Tesla pulls back. We want it to pull back anyways for a dip buy. Oh, looks like SBET might give us our red day today. Looking pretty toppy. SBET good lower time frame DTL. I see the UTL one. Oh man, this thing looks like it wants to absolutely get wrecked here. So you fantasy shorteners 41. Yeah, pretty much. I'm taking a starter here. Pre-market high risk. Probably should have hit it sooner, but whatever. Try to do some tricky positioning. Odds are it kind of gets weak here and then bounces back. Sometimes they just never come back. So, oh. This one might not come back. Well, I just took a tiny scalp on it, but I will see if it gives me the bounce back, I'll reshort it. The bounce back is usually the better move anyways. Oh, it's just gonna be, oh my gosh, it's gonna. Okay, it's holding. That's good. What I don't want is a straight up waterfall, straight down to 32 or something. Okay, so we're getting a little bit of a hold. Best case scenario is it bounces here and then rolls over, but I don't know if it can do it. Should have been short sooner and pre-market on this VWAP fail. Yeah. Looks like obliteration. All right. Checking on VCLN. VLCN. Went pushing nice. BSLK already weak. Oh well. So there you go. That's the problem with trying early shorts. You get blown out a lot of times. Okay, hopefully SBet will hold the bounce here. I want to see it bounce back. Then we can do a real trade on it. Otherwise, it's just a straight waterfall, which is difficult. You got to enter it in pre-market. You got to just risk pre-market high, pretty much. Yep. Now it's just too weak. Potentially could bounce back still, but I don't know. If it keeps going down, that's going to be a dip buy. But it needs to crash super hard for that. Man, should have held that short. Yeah, this is what we were hoping for yesterday. So we were just one day early on it. D-Dog looking better. That's good. Oh, nice. So we do have a swing on D-Dog. Going for kind of an interesting play. It is a swing, big swing. Really hoping it pushes above 200 bucks. It's got some time to play out though. LCID coming down nicely, so looks like you're nailing that. Man, I piked it bad. It's not exactly my favorite kind of timing. Okay, the algo bought CYCC. Interesting one. Kind of has a chance. This one got really, really crazy a couple days ago. So there's a chance it gets crazy again. This one looks pretty decent. The volumes needs to kick in though. 400,000 traded so far on the day. Still pretty light. Yeah, it might just fail here. Sucks. But there's a chance it holds. We'll let that one play out. Hood holding a nice dip. Super nice dip on a beautiful flag breakout. There's some kind of crypto vote today. That's bad. It's just looking like straight up liquidation here. That's the problem. These things, they just, when they go, they go. Can't be messing around. Yeah, D-Dog volume's still super light, but man, that thing can just pick up some steam. We'll be in really good shape. Okay, VLCN halted down. Odds are this is topped out. Could probably take the trade, risk pre-market high, or risk maybe like 50 bucks, 55 area. Give it some room. Okay, what's Went doing? Went kind of a pop and drop. Went looking like a top out. Take a stab at Went. All right, so hopefully Went will just come down towards $1.10. I cut the algo trade, not working out. S-bet still coming down. Straight into a waterfall. SSR's coming up though. Yeah, I probably should have kept a closer eye on this one and pre-market and started getting ads in there. Usually I'm looking for moves after the open. Yeah, SSR is 3362. I have a custom indicator on TOS to show it. So you can see this red line right here is SSR. Yeah, it's a custom one, so I can share it if you want to use it. Let's see here. I stole it from somebody else. I think it's custom. Yeah, I think, let's see, SSR. Yeah. I thought I added that. Yeah, let me know, Scotty, if that's custom or not, because I thought it was, but I could be wrong. So I'll share that if you want to use it. Apple has a short SIG. Oh yeah, I've got a swing on Apple. Looks like a decent short for a day trade. All right, what do we got? Main opportunity was S bet today. That one should be a record win. Just have to enter in pre-market. Let's see. Looks like Sky did good on Lucid. Oh, D-Pro. This is a drone stock. This one's interesting. This might be setting up for a short. There was some sort of government contract for drones recently, and I think it was Friday last week, and it's just making all the drone stocks go nuts. Okay, Tesla's trying to pull back some. Reshorting Tesla at 321, never made it to the SIG target from yesterday, 318.50. Not a bad idea. Crypto stuff going higher. S-bet bouncing back up a little bit. All right, maybe we get a bounce short. Nice. Scotty nailing S-bet. Beautiful. Okay, hammering it after 9:30. Cover the dips. Sick. All right, it's gonna give a bounce short opportunity, it looks like. Wow, VLCN, just it's a halt nightmare situation here. Every time I pull it up, it's halted. All right, the bot is in MRKR. Looks like a nice little multi-day breakout. I love that pattern. It's just what we were talking about with Newegg. Kind of breakout setup. See if it has any follow through. Therapeutic. Ah, they had news yesterday. Or wait a minute. No, that was last month. Collaboration with somebody. S-bet. Scotty hitting the reshort. Looks like Tesla does have a chance to come down more, so that's good. Crypto stuff is pretty strong. Let's see, Bitcoin's hanging out. Bitcoin's just chilling. 118. The high is now 123.6. So it's got some work to get back up there, but it is flagging really nice. All right, I want to see. I'm still watching SBET for the bounce short too. I'd like to see something like trend break here. Would be nice. If it cracks SSR, SSR is kind of like a support level. So it'll behave like a support breakdown potentially if it rolls over through SSR. So I'm kind of hoping it does that. And then it turns into a sort of a ridiculous red day. You know, maybe just pull back to 30 bucks. Have to see what this bounce does. Trim 35 out above VWAP, fair enough. Okay, Wint is working out so far, looking good. Got to come down some more, but we're looking for sub 120 at least. Coin ripping, jeez. Wow, MRKR is up huge. Should we lock that in or what? Just gonna lock it. It's gonna go higher. Oh my God. So we got 30% at least. That's pretty good. Dang, we got 50 now. Yeah, the best case for the strat usually is it's usually 30 to 50%. But sometimes it gets crazy, crazy. Live by Al, die by Al, I guess. This could be the one that gets absolutely insane. But we'll see. We'll see. If it pulls back too hard, then we're better off getting out where I got out. If it just continues, then man, this could become a 100% mover. Yup. All right, Hood. After the nasty shakeouts yesterday, is now running super, super strong and clean. Went looking good, yes. Looking for sub 20. Tesla's reclaiming. Ooh, D-Dog is at 141.42 now. That's nice. Getting close to a new swing high. We got to break through 42. We want to see it through 42 and basically never come back. Oh man, Nike's up too. I started swing on Nike uh past couple of days. Meta down. Meta's the only one that's down. Amazon kind of weak. Oh, UNH is just getting crushed into the 280s now. I was thinking UNH would do a fake out to the bottom. Yes, needed a sign of life from D-Dog. Yeah. UNH. Let's see UNH. Okay. UNH, I think we got a classic fake out to the upside. Looked like it was gonna take off right there, but it came all the way back down, back into the wedge. And now it's breaking out the bottom. Coinbase ripping too. So kind of a similar, so far a mirrored pattern here to the upside and downside. So if this reclaims back into the wedge again, I think the bottom is in. Dang, MRKR. That was the one. See, sometimes when I intervene with Al, sometimes I'm right and sometimes I'm wrong. So we got out at 307, which is not bad. We got 30% on it, but this is the one that goes more. This is looking pretty wild. This could keep going. We'll see what happens. There's still a chance that I get the same exit Al gets. Oh, little pullback. We'll keep an eye on it. Coin. Man, I had coin long yesterday. But of course we had to shake out, another shakeout. No move yesterday, and then today, little dip and rip, and it's off. Coinbase hood, MSTR kind of lagging. MSTR is the lagger. See you, Scotty. Have a good one. See. MSTR still in a flag. Still in a flag. Let's bet maybe reshort here. We'll see if he wants to behave. All out of Wint. Sub 20 as expected. All right, so Al would have been out right around 3:30. We got 3:07. Not that much of a difference. But I could have locked in maybe 50% instead of 30%. All right, let's see. S-bet, is it gonna get some more follow through here or not? Tesla maybe gonna come down again. Looks like it tried to go green. Might be coming back down. Looks like a kind of a failure to go green, maybe? Oh yeah, MRKR back down. Still, it would have done better than where I got out by a little bit. Small margin. All right. Oh, nice little rejection on S-bet. That's what I wanted to see. So we're gonna test this SSR level. And this could turn into a pretty massive fade. Even more massive. Let's see it. All right, so we're gonna get a double bottom or breakdown. Let's see it. Looking pretty weak. Testing this double bottom pretty decently. So far it's just holding. Yep. SSR officially triggered. Just barely wicked into it right there. All right. Holding so far. Just want to see if it can crack that level. It's thinking about it. Okay, it's trying to bounce now. So far it's just holding. Give this a few more minutes to decide what it wants to do. I want it much lower, but it looks like it's trying to hold up for a bounce. Getting some bounce back in a bunch of different stocks right now. Like Nike. Got a swing on Nike. Alibaba. This is a pretty decent looking pattern here for Nike. Really, and Alibaba, but yeah, so Nike, a big trend breakout. Had a pullback. Now look at this. Reclaiming this trend line right there. Just adding to my Nike swing here. All right, we'll see if that holds the dip. That looks like a really nice entry. Still hoping Tesla pulls back more. All right, added to Baba swing as well. That's right, every day is the opportunity for a better tomorrow. So with that, I'm going to call it there. Pretty decent action this morning. Still watching SBet for maybe more breakdown. Good trade on Al. But all right, good luck, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow.